In today's video, we'll explore the origins and historical development of the terms right and left, which are the fundamental concepts of the political spectrum. While right and left are widely used political terms today, the historical roots of these words actually go back to the 18th century, specifically to the French Revolution. So, how did these terms emerge? How did they evolve over time? And how did they acquire their current meanings? Let's discover the answers to these questions together. The concepts of right and left first emerged during the French Revolution in 1789. The French Revolution was a massive transformation that affected not only France but also the entire world. Starting in 1789, this revolution began as a popular movement against the absolute power of the monarchy, quickly leading to major social changes. Before the revolution, there was severe inequality among social classes in France. While the aristocracy and the church, which formed the top layers of society, lived in wealth, a large portion of the population was burdened by heavy taxes. During the French Revolution, the terms right and left naturally appeared in the National Assembly gathered in Paris. In the National Assembly of 1789, supporters of the monarchy and royalists sat to the right of the Assembly president, while Republicans, revolutionaries, and representatives who wanted reforms sat on the left side. This seating arrangement soon became a term used to define political views. Those seated on the right supported the monarchy and aimed to preserve the existing order. They wanted to maintain the old regime based on the church and aristocracy. On the left sat those who challenged the monarchy for more equality and freedom, advocating for greater representation of the people in governance. Thus, the right came to represent conservatism and the existing order, while the left symbolized populist reforms, change, and revolution. In the 19th century, the terms right and left spread across Europe under the influence of the French Revolution. With the beginning of the Industrial Revolution, the working class and socialist and leftist movements started gaining strength. At this time, the right came to represent industrialists, landowners, and traditional authority. Leftist ideologies like socialism, anarchism, and communism supported workers' rights, social justice, and an egalitarian society. The right, on the other hand, promoted capitalism, private ownership, and the preservation of social order. During this period, the right-left divide became more than just a seating arrangement and started to define the economic, social, and political structures of society. By the 20th century, the meanings of right and left had diversified even further. During this period, ideologies like fascism, communism, socialism, and liberalism emerged around the right and left spectrum. The right emphasized nationalism, authoritarian governance, free market economies, and traditional family values, while the left prioritized social justice, economic equality, state intervention, and secularism. Major events like world wars, economic crises, and the Cold War drew sharper lines between right and left ideologies. For instance, fascist regimes were considered extreme right, while communist regimes were labeled as extreme left. During this time, right and left became powerful political tendencies that determined state structures, not just social stances. Today, the terms right and left have become an inseparable part of modern politics. However, in the 21st century, their meanings have become more complex, going beyond classic definitions. For example, environmental movements, gender equality, and LGBT rights are often associated with leftist policies, while right-wing policies supporting free market economies have diversified with neoliberal approaches. Additionally, new concepts like populism and the far right or far left are now on the agenda. In modern politics, right and left are no longer seen as representing a single view. Instead, they are broad spectrums containing various approaches. These new ideological movements continue to influence everything from domestic politics to international relations. Right and left not only impact political tendencies but also influence cultural and social approaches. Individuals leaning toward the right often show loyalty to traditional values, while those with left-leaning views tend to adopt a more critical perspective on social norms. This situation is also reflected in fields like art, literature, media, and popular culture. For example, Many works of art are shaped by social critiques and egalitarian ideas from leftist thinkers, while right-wing works often emphasize nationalist and traditional values. Therefore, the concepts of right and left emerge as factors that directly influence the cultural dynamics and social structure of daily life. In conclusion, the terms right and left have undergone significant transformation throughout history as rooted concepts of the political spectrum. This journey, which began with the French Revolution, has grown more complex today with various social, cultural, and political approaches. Right and left now represent not just two opposing views but a broad and multifaceted structure affecting all levels of society. Thank you for joining us on this historical journey. See you in our next video.